I want you to imagine this. The alarm goes off at 6 a.m. You roll out of bed, already thinking about emails, deadlines, the errands waiting on your calendar. By mid-morning, you've answered 20 messages but created nothing of meaning. By night, you've rushed through dinner, tried to catch up with a friend, but your mind is elsewhere. Lying in bed, you whisper to yourself, I was busy all day, but did I actually live? That's the modern condition. Live so full they feel strangely empty. And here's the paradox. The more you cram into your time, the less of it you feel. Meanwhile, people who do less often end up with more joy, more meaning, even more accomplishment. This is the time-wealth paradox, and it changes how we think about success. We grow up hearing, time is money, but the comparison fails because money can be saved, regained, traded. Time only moves forward. Every hour spent is gone forever. Yet people sacrifice their hours chasing more income, more prestige, believing one day they'll reclaim them. Too often, one day never arrives. Psychologists call this time affluence, the sense that you have enough time to do what matters. Cassie Mogilner's research shows people who feel time-rich are happier than those who feel time-poor, no matter their income. In fact, time affluence is often a stronger predictor of life satisfaction than money. Consider James, 42, a corporate manager with a six-figure salary. From the outside, he looks successful, but he spends 12 hours a day in the office. His kids joke they see him more on Zoom than in person. He promises he'll slow down someday. But someday never comes. Years later, the moments he meant to buy back are gone. Now compare Maya, a freelance designer earning modestly but guarding her hours like treasure. She works focused mornings, spends afternoons walking, cooking slowly, calling friends. She doesn't have it all materially, but she feels wealthy in hours. And when asked about her life, she smiles and says, I have time for what matters. Research backs Maya's wisdom. People who spend money to buy back time and like hiring help for chores report more happiness than when they buy things. Why? Because time is finite, irreplaceable. Anything that frees it is invaluable. Doing less often creates more clarity, more creativity, more space for connection. But here's the catch. When given free time, many don't know how to use it. They fill it with scrolling, errands, or anxious attempts to maximize leisure. A 2019 study found that people who obsess over making the most of free time enjoy it less, treating it like another productivity contest. Time wealth isn't just about hours, it's about how you live them. The ancients understood this. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." To him, the wealthy person wasn't the one with gold, but the one who truly owned their hours. Fast forward to today, and his words feel like prophecy in a world that glorifies busyness while stealing presents. Take Sophia, a medical resident. She wore her exhaustion like a badge of honor. Night shifts, endless work, no space for life. Until one night at 3 a.m., she admitted, "I don't know who I am outside of this job." That's time poverty. Not just fatigue, but erosion of identity. After residency, she chose a slower clinic over prestige. Friends thought she was wasting potential. But Sophia knew she was reclaiming herself. She began painting again, hiking, rebuilding friendships. She still worked hard, but her hours finally belonged to her. This is the paradox's choice. Do you want to be busy, or do you want to be full? Busyness fills your calendar. Fullness fills your soul. And ironically, protecting time often improves results. Cal Newport's deep work shows a few focused hours outperform days of shallow effort. Athletes know rest builds strength as much as training. Entrepreneurs often get their best ideas while away from the desk. Doing less in one direction creates more in another. So how do you practice time wealth? Start small. Ask, what could I remove that drains me but doesn't matter? Cancel one meeting, cut one errand, Decline one empty obligation. Use that hour to do something nourishing. Walk, call someone you love, read without rushing. Notice how the hour stretches when it belongs to you. That's time affluence in action. Learn to say no. Every yes to what drains you is a no to what might sustain you. Guarding your time isn't selfish, it's survival. And most importantly, change how you measure productivity. Productivity isn't, did I stay busy? It's, did I live inside my hours? The time-wealth paradox reminds us that more is not always better. Often, less is deeper. So tonight, when you close your laptop, resist the urge to fill the silence. Pause. Breathe. Notice the way time slows when you claim it instead of chase it. That pause may be the wealthiest moment of your day.